Alright, so now we're back with some more Runescape. So we got the video done, yes. Last episode we got 50 mining, 50 smithing, 50 fishing, so we have all those skills to 50. Now we're just gonna work on wood cutting, so we know fishing is good at the moment, but mining is amazing at the moment too. So there's no really reason, doesn't matter, we could level all of them at some point, but for now we're just doing wood cutting. So we had a level 1 wood cutting and level 1 fire making at the end of the episode. Now we got a level 24 wood cutting, level 24 fire making. So we just been sitting here in Taverley, the very starting area, the place you start the game in. You just chop all these trees, and then you burn the trees, and then you get a fire making experience. So once you get to level 15 wood cutting, then you could chop down the oak trees. And then once you get to level 30 wood cutting, you could chop down the willow trees. So there we go. Now we got a wood cutting level. You advanced. You reached level 25 wood cutting. So now the wood cutting levels are going up. So we're gonna try to get these to 50 or something like that. Try to get them to match these. And then for the fletching, we're probably just going to buy the fletching because we could just make headless arrows, and then we could make get arrow shafts. Then we could just make arrows. Those would be ridiculously quick experience. So we won't have to deal with like crafting a short bow that's worth 5 experience, or stringing a short bow that's worth 5 experience, and then just the longbow is 10 experience, I believe. But if we just feather arrows, we'd be getting 15 experience for each one. So it's basically like 3 times the experience at the beginning. It's just crazy. And then we're going to be making actual arrows. So making the actual arrows is going to give us a even crazier fletching experience. So imagine we're going to get to level 50 fletching super quick if we just do this. We could just buy things from the Grand Exchange because we're on the trader. On the Iron Man, we actually have to buy feathers from the vendor, I believe. Yeah, we have to buy feathers from the vendor, or we could do hunter, but it doesn't really seem worth it. So on the Iron Man, you're gonna have to get your own feathers somehow. Or if you're a combat Iron Man, you could just kill chickens, I guess. Chickens give you lots of feathers. You should get lots of feathers killing chickens. Eventually we're gonna have to get combat on the Iron Man. Then we'll have lots of feathers to level fletching. But basically, yes. Fletching, we're gonna power level that. Wood cutting, you have to actually go out and cut trees. So this is why we're doing wood cutting. We have to cut these trees. And fire making, we're pretty much just burning most of the logs that we collected. I think we banked a whole bunch. Like we stopped at 15 fire making, and then we banked all of the logs because wood cutting is going to fall behind fire making. Because fire making is so ridiculously quick. Yeah, it's much faster than wood cutting. So we just been banking the other things. So normal logs are worth 300, oak logs are worth 126. So worth half as much, so it doesn't really matter. The logs are not going to be worth anything unless something happens to raise the prices of logs. Now we're going to level 26 fire making. We just need to burn one more log. There we go, 26. Then we can go cut down the trees. Then maybe we'll just get to 26 wood cutting for this clip. And then we'll come back when we're 30 wood cutting and 30 fire making. And then we can start doing willow trees, right? Yeah, we can start doing those, or we can stay here till 31 so we get the adamant pickaxe. Because I believe what that is, that's what that is, right? Because we got the mithril at level 31, right? You use the steel hatchet at level 6, and then level 21 you could use the mithril hatchet, and then level 30 you get the willow tree, but level 31 you could use the adamant hatchet. So I think we're gonna stay on the oak tree until level 31 wood cutting, and then we're gonna have 31. Oh, you sold 8 out of 9 adamant pickaxes. So in the Grand Exchange we posted our adamant pickaxes to try to sell them. We're finding the regular ones they do sell, and they're selling for higher than the Grand Exchange price, so that's good. We got level 26 wood cutting. Except the adamant pickaxe +1 and the +2 they're not selling, so we're not sure what we're gonna do with them. We could just smith them and just bury them or something if no one wants to buy them. Cause we checked the prices of them, we found out the regular ones are like 20,000, the +1's like 25,000, and then the +2 it's like 30,000. So it's pretty much like a 5,000 gold price difference for each one. So I'm not 100% sure. So we could just smelt adamant bars and make profit too. Or we could just smith a whole bunch of pickaxes. Or we could smith the other things too, right? The two-handed swords, well, we just put buy offers for the two-handed swords. We don't know how well they sell. Yeah, so cool. We'll come back when we're 30 fire making, 30 wood cutting, probably. So it's just 4 more levels. We're pretty close to being there. Doesn't take too long at all, I don't think. Alright, so now we're back with some more Runescape again. So we got the chop down the oak, right? We chopped down the oak. Now give us some wood cutting experience. We're level 29 wood cutting. So we just need to cut down 2 more logs, and then we're level 30 wood cutting. Then we just need to burn like 2 or 3 logs, and then we're level 30 fire making. So congratulations, level 30. Now we could go cut willow logs, right? New willow trees. Then we could light this log. Then we use the fire, add to the bonfire. Then we should get our fire making level. Here we go. Congratulations, fire making 30. You can now fire make willow logs. Yes, we can. All right. So now let's go to the Grand Exchange, because we should do our buy offers in for all the fletching things right now. So now we got 30 wood cutting, 30 fire making. We can go cut willow logs. And then once we get to 31 wood cutting, we're going to be able to use the adamant hatchet. So then we'll start getting willow logs a lot quicker. And then once we get to 41, I think, then we could use the rune hatchet. And we start getting willow logs really quick. And then we're going to have to start using maple logs for fire making, I guess, because they're pretty cheap. And then, yeah, we just keep wood cutting willows or something until we go to 50 wood cutting, something like that. Because the logs are not going to be worth anything ever. In the Grand Exchange, all of our normal pickaxes sold, but our +1 and our +2, they did not sell. So maybe we could just use those for smithing experience or something. Maybe all of the things we made, we're not going to be able to sell them, we don't know. Maybe they take a while to sell. Well, that's why we're trying smithing. We're trying a whole bunch of different things to see if anything sells, right? Armor boots ones. Maybe we could try the armor boots or something. The pickaxes, they're taking a while to sell. We don't know about these. We know we have a chest plate, adamant plate +2. Maybe we could sell it for 50,000 or something. Oh, we sold one of the +2 pickaxes. Okay. Because we actually matched the guy, right? Somebody was selling them for 30,000, like, alright, and then somebody was selling the other ones for like a higher price, I think. Adamant pickaxe, 22,000 they were selling it for. So we're like, well, maybe pickaxes are 20,000, 25,000, and 30,000. So these ones haven't sold. So we know there wasn't any of these on the auction house for up to 50,000. We didn't want to post it for 50,000. We just put it for 25k. But all of our pickaxes sold for 20,000. So that's actually really good. So now we could just use those ourselves or something. How about the, I don't know, armored boots? We made a bunch of these. It's just we know they're one-piece items and people can use them for crafting. We don't know how much they are. We just made a whole bunch of them just because they were 1-bar items. And then the plate body, we can maybe try selling that. So 78, 75. So that's about right. That's what the Grand Exchange recommends. Yeah, that's the actual recommended price. Oh, and there is sell offers for 6,000. All right. What about the +1 boots? Armor +1. So is it worth upgrading them? Maybe it is. You get the extra experience or something. But do they sell, right? To people? Oh, you can't buy them. Huh? You can't buy them for that price. What's the instant sell price for one? Instant sell price is 8,000. All right. I thought they were adamant armor boots. Adamant armored boots. Maybe we spelled armored wrong. And how much are the +2 boots worth? We'll try like 34,000. Can we buy them? Oh no, we can't. So what do they instant sell for? Oh no, we could probably try to instant buy one or something. We could try to instant sell one. They don't instant sell. So that's the problem with the +1 and the +2 items, right? The regular items, there's a market for them, but then the +1 and the +2, there really isn't, right? So I'm not sure how much we would sell them for. Oh no. So we can't buy them for 30,000. No, we can't. Armor boots +2. Let's post them for like 30k or something. 30,000. See if those will sell. Armor boots +2, 30,000. Try that. Do we leave those for sale, or I don't know. Even the armor boots +1 we couldn't sell for anything. Adamant boots +1. 20,000. See if those will sell. And the regular boots, because those are pretty cheap, right? They're just like 7,000 to 8,000 or something. Oh, yeah, 78 they sell for the exchange price. So no, we got some high in the sky offers, so we still needed to buy the arrowheads. We still needed to buy more feathers, because we don't want to use these, we want to use these for fishing. And then we realized that guy gave us 3 million, so we wouldn't actually have this much money. I guess that is alright. So we have to take some of these offers out, so I don't know, maybe we'll just do something with the boots. Maybe we'll just bury them ourselves for extra smithing experience. Just things that we learned. And then same with all the pickaxes and all the other cheaper items we got. So we just wanted to buy feathers, so don't really worry about waiting. We could buy 10,000 of them. Then we just buy, they were like 14 each last time, so they should instant buy for that price. Alright, perfect. Yeah, they're the same price. And what about shafts, arrow shafts? So we buy 20,000 of them. We can only buy 10,000 feathers. So let's buy 10,000 arrow shafts. We don't know how much they're gonna be. Instant buy. 13 each. Alright. And let's just buy headless arrows. We could buy those as well, right? Those are gonna be like 40 GP each. So let's just buy 10,000. I don't know how much they're gonna be. Buy headless arrows for 40 each. Alright. Then we don't know what kind of arrowheads we need, right? We're gonna level up. Maybe we could go straight to mithril or adamant or something. But for fletching, we could just yeah, we'll just do a little clip here and then we'll do fletching. So pretty much just withdraw all of our headless arrows, all of our arrow shafts, all of our feathers. Well, 10,000, right? We just wanted 10,000 feathers. Okay, so now we have everything to go. Eventually we're gonna come back here to buy some arrowheads and then use those. So our fletching is level 1. Yeah, we'll just come back here in a sec. Alright, so now we're back. So we could just go here, right? It's just fletching tip headless arrows. All bronze arrows are level 1. They just give 15 experience. We're gonna have to figure out what level. So level 15 is iron arrows. They give more experience. Level 30 is steel arrows. Maybe we'll just try to go to level 30 and then we could just make steel arrows. Or we could see how far the 10,000 headless things bring us. Because that is quite a lot, right? Because mithril arrows would give us more experience, and adamant would give us even more experience, 150. I'm not sure. Maybe we lose money. Maybe we lose a whole bunch of money making them. The headless arrows, we should, so we just have to click on the arrow shafts, I believe. So we just fletch them, we could queue up 60 at a time. Give us 15 experience. So it's going to be super quick, right? We're level 1 fletching, so we're going to get there really quick. We don't have to fletch any bows. We don't have to string any bows or anything. All we have to do is just make a whole bunch of arrows. Yeah, sweet. There's level 3 fletching. So we could speed this up by using arrow tips, but then you actually lose so much money making arrow tips. So actually, maybe we should just smith a whole bunch of arrow tips, because then we'll get smithing levels out of it. And we'll be getting fletching levels. Congratulations, level 5 fletching. You completed reach level 5 in fletching. Perfect. So this is going super quick, super AFK. We don't, wow, there we go, level 6 fletching. So I wonder if one lot of 60 arrowheads is going to bring you to level 10 or not. Yeah, 45 out of 60, level 7 fletching. Maybe it'll bring us to level 8. And then maybe the next inventory will bring us to around level 12 or something. Wow. Yeah, it's just super quick. So now we could do this on the Iron Man too, where we only used 1,000 feathers. Well, I guess it's so hard to get feathers, that's right. So we can just make more. We can queue up another batch of 60 headless arrows. So it's amazing. It's just amazing experience. Then you actually gain money too, right? Because the feathers, they cost 12, the arrow shafts, they cost 13, so it's 25 cost, and then the headless arrows, they're for 40. Should make 15 GP off of each. So there we go, congratulations, we reached level 10 fletching. So we actually do make money every single time we do this. It's what, 25 times 15 or something? I don't know, it's like 300 GP profit for doing nothing, right? You just sit here and you're gaining fletching levels. So now we're level 11 fletching. Just amazing. So should we... Oh, yeah, we're just gonna sit here fletch. Maybe we'll come back later when we fletched all of these, because we're just gonna be getting crazy fletching levels. Oh, there's another fletching level 12. And then, yeah, after this inventory's done, we'll queue up another one. Then we'll just come back at the level 30 fletching, maybe. Then we can start making arrows. Yeah, that would speed things up considerably. Yes, this is a very good cost-efficient way to do it. Super cost-efficient way to do it. Now we're level 13 fletching. Alright, so now we're back. So we have fletched most of them. We almost have 10,000 headless arrowheads fletched. We just need to level up a little bit more. So you advance a fletching level, you just reach level 27. So that's really good. We got to level 1 to level 27 just by fletching arrowheads. Wow, super sick. So we just have 100 left here. So we just click it and then we fletch 7 more sets. So cool. Now we need to figure out how to get 3 levels, or we need to make some arrows or something. Or we could just make bows, whatever works. I think arrows would be the fastest, right? So we might as well go with those. Make only iron arrows, steel arrows, we're at level 30. So what do we do here? Do we just go smithy arrows, or we just buy the arrowheads or something? 27 to 30. How many arrowheads would we need? I don't know. So make exchange. So we're gonna have to buy arrowheads. And then we could make them later. We could make our own later and smelt them. So we just want to buy iron arrowheads. Just want to put like 1,000 of them for 8k. That'll work maybe. Let's buy like 2,000 of them. So iron arrowheads doesn't seem too much. 26,000. That'll give us some levels. Oh, we couldn't buy them. I wonder how much they are. If we couldn't buy the iron arrowheads, probably would be quicker to just make them, right? And then it'd be guaranteed that you can get them or something. So they didn't sell for 13. So how much are they? 22. If they don't buy them, we're just gonna have to make our own or something. Couldn't buy iron arrowheads. Fletching 50 to make these arrows. So how do we get the other fletching levels? Let's go to the place. Let's go to Falador. I think we have iron in the bank. Maybe we could make iron bars. So we could gain a little bit of smithing experience while we gain the fletching experience. And then we could make iron arrowheads, and then steel arrowheads, and then adamant arrowheads. And then, oh, we could even make runite arrowheads. We can make runite arrowheads. We just have to get the resources. We have to get some runite somehow. So it would probably be best to mine the runite considering the price of it. Considering runite's like worth 1,000. And eventually we get double smelting bars. So we have a whole bunch of bars in our storage over here, I guess. I guess we could like sell the bars or something. So we should look at what we have all over here and try to sell our extra stuff. So we even have, we have steel bars, iron bars. Oh, we have iron bars, right? Yeah, let's just make an inventory of iron arrowheads, or make a whole bunch of iron arrowheads. So we just need iron arrowheads. We're Master Smiths at smithing iron. So it shows that price, but it's a lot different, right? Because we can't buy them for that price. So we could begin the project for the iron arrowheads. How many are we gonna need? Let's make 10 for now. Well, make 20 of them. That'll be 1,500 arrowheads. So basically, we're back to smithing again then. So we're just gonna kill 20 arrowheads here. So let's just let one build to see. They probably don't take too long. Yeah, they get built super quick, so it'd be more efficient to just come here and then smith them ourselves, because we collected all the ores and all the bars before when we were leveling up our smithing. So now we can actually use our smithing to further level up our fletching. And we won't have to fletch a single bow, it's just going to be all arrowheads. Considering we're making these ourselves, it's going to be cheaper as well, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're still gonna make a whole bunch more. So we'll come back when we have a whole bunch of arrowheads then, and then we'll just fletch them quick. Maybe we should make steel arrowheads. We should make everything ahead of time. Although we don't know how many we need to level up, that's true. Alright, so we're back again. So it's actually quite a while later. We've been just smithing arrowheads. We were smithing iron arrowheads and mithril and steel, and then it was taking so long, right? We can't see our backpack when we're looking here. Okay, sales history. But it turns out you just have to offer more, because it turns out iron arrowheads are like 27 each, so we could have bought them. And then steel is like 74 each, mithril is like 75 each, adamant's like 95 each. So we just like put an offer for 100, yeah, the price of 100, and then we just actually bought all of them. So now we're going to try to level our fletching, and we're going to try to sell these items, I guess. So we got to level 27 fletching just from making 10,000 headless arrows. So now we got 2,500 iron, we got 5,000 steel, 5,000 mithril, 5,000 adamant. So we're going to see how many levels this is going to give us, because making the other ones, oh, but we could only queue 10 at a time. But 37 to 38 is a lot better than 15 experience. It's a lot less AFK, because you're going to have to queue them every 10, but that's alright. And then hopefully we can get to steel right away. So if we could somehow burn to level 30 fletching, then we can start using these steel arrows. So we're not sure if these are going to be enough actually, but we thought, oh, we're just going to try with this amount. So now we got to level 28 fletching. Then steel is gonna bring up the experience considerably, I think. I think it might be like 40 experience or something. I'm not too sure what is steel. 75 experience. Oh wow, 75 compared to 37, so it's like twice as much experience. Yeah, so as soon as we get to level 30 fletching, we're definitely going to these steel arrows. So now we could say 10,000 headless brings you to 27, and then we could see how many iron arrows we need to bring you to level 30. So we're gonna find that out right now. So we just make all these here, and then as soon as we get to level 30, then we can just make steel arrows until level 45, and then we can just make mithril arrows. So this is probably a super quick way to do it. So now we're level 29 fletching. Perfect. So now we just need one more level, and then we could essentially double our experience gain. So we already tripled, oh yeah, more than doubled it already, from 15 experience to 30 experience, 38. So just crazy the way the experience gains jump up in this game, because you start gaining no experience, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you start gaining crazy experience. So it looks like we didn't even really need all of those things. We need like 1,500 or something like that. Less than that. Yeah, I guess if you've got like 2,000 iron arrowheads, then you're definitely set. You're gonna have more than enough. There we go, level 30. So it took this many. So whatever 2,500 was minus that. So now we can move straight to steel arrows. So steel is gonna give 70. So apparently we lose a ton of money when we make these, right? This isn't free, you lose money when making this actually. So it's a good, fast experience, although you're going to be losing money. But once we get to the higher levels, then we'll have everything unlocked anyways. And then we could just focus on the money making methods. So for now, we just want to try to level up as quick as possible for these levels, since we could trade on the Grand Exchange and then just buy the things we need and then level up again. Oh, level 31 fletching. So maybe we'll just come back at level 45 fletching is when we can do mithril. So we'll just be here fletching steel arrows for a bit. So you can see how already quickly it's going up. We're pretty, oh wow, just over halfway. We're already just about level 32. Holy jeez, the steel arrows, such quick experience. So we already have a whole bunch of headless arrows and everything. So essentially like 2 queues of that would have done that. So there we go, level 32 fletching. We'll come back in a bit. Alright, we're back. So we just need one more fletching thing of steel arrows, and then we get to level 45 fletching. So we actually do need a whole lot of steel arrows. 5,000 wasn't enough. We already needed like 9,655, something like that. So pretty close to 10,000 steel arrows. And then the mithril arrows, now we're level 45. So now we can make mithril arrows, which are 112 experience per set. And then the value, it doesn't really matter what the value is, right? We're just trying to get levels. So 113, so it's much better than 75 experience drops. So now we got 5,000 mithril arrowheads. Now let's just try to get a whole bunch of fletching levels. Maybe we'll just stop at level 50, right? So this is how to get 30 wood cutting, 30 fire making, and then 50 fletching, just with all the arrows and all the arrowheads. So really quick way to do it. You just need to get the headless arrows and the feathers and everything, and then make your shafts, and then now 45 fletching. So we'll just see how many mithril arrows we need to get to level 50 fletching. And then we'll probably stop fletching for a bit. Alright, so we're back again. So that was actually super quick. It didn't take too long. So we got the mithril arrows. We fletched another set of 10 of them. And this should bring us to level 50 fletching. So that's really good for now. So I think we're going to finish fletching for right now. Maybe we'll come do some fletching later. Congratulations, level 50 fletching. Now, what could we get? A maple short bow. So now we can fletch maple short bows if we want. And then we won't lose all of our bank, right? But I don't know, we've been trying to buy things here in the Grand Exchange. We've been trying to sell things. Some things are buying, some things are selling. So now, I guess fletching's done. Yes, fletching's done. Now just wood cutting and fire making, maybe. Is there a reason to get them? Yeah, probably, just to get them up. But logs aren't even worth anything. There's no reason to. So we go to Draenor. So we just teleport over here. So I guess everything's done for fletching. We did fletching. Got some offers on the Grand Exchange, though we could have better offers, right? Eventually we're going to have to figure out how to level up the other skills. Or we're going to have to figure out how to get these skills higher or something. It's just going to take longer to level higher, right? So it's going to be longer in between updates or something. Because we're going to have to figure something out. But we could go do wood cutting for now, just because it's level 30. It's one of our lowest skills. We already got the fishing, the mining level 50, and smithing just because we're making all the arrowheads. So we'll probably go back to smithing. Actually, smithing's really good. We're not fishing here. Actually, we're chopping willows. Whoops. So now we're gonna try to get wood cutting levels. Probably. So why is he still fishing? He said we didn't want to fish here. We said we wanted to chop the willows. Perfect. Get some willow logs. So we got some really quick. They're gonna give a whole bunch, like 67 experience, I believe. I think the oak logs were like 35 experience or something. And there's gonna be no one here just because it automatically puts us on our home world. If we're on a world 3, there'd be a lot more people. Oh, there is somebody here. So usually is style people here, but then there's so many other places in the game now, probably. And then most people are in the mining guild, probably, because mining and smithing, yeah, so many people are in the free-to-play and the mining and the smithing areas, but the other places, because why would you woodcut except just to get the woodcutting levels? Pretty much, basically. So many options to do. So we should get our cooking up just because it's super quick, even if we will lose money cooking the fish, or we could still wait for the fish to crash. We don't know what the price of fishes are. We still have we should still have like 10,000 feathers to go fish trout if we wanted to level those fishing levels up. So we'll end the clip here, and we've seen someone with 10 HP with 40 dungeoneering. We don't know how we got that, so we're going to have to look into dungeoneering. Oh, because we will want to get a dungeoneering. Oh, so we bought a bunch of steel arrowheads. Perfect. I didn't think we could buy any more of those. Hopefully the mithril arrowheads come in, and hopefully the pickaxes sell. So it's just going to be wood cutting 30 to 40. Then we're probably just going to burn the logs, right? So we're just going to come here, going to go light the willow logs, and then should light on fire because we have 30 fire making. Then we could use the willow logs on the fire. Then it'll add to the fire, giving 100 experience for every log that we burn. So again, we're probably going to have to bank logs. I think we stored the logs. Eventually, once our skills are all level 50, that's pretty much going to be the base thing. I think we need magic so we could do high alchemy and enchant jewelry, a whole bunch of other things. Maybe magic's a good money maker too. We just never really level combat for anything. So I think we're going to have to level dungeoneering and magic together probably. Since we're going to be doing combat, I think dungeoneering and magic would go good. And we could probably even do ranging and melee or something. So if we have all of our profession skills up, then we could just make all of our gear as we find it, and then I don't know if we level up our skills inside dungeoneering. It's not really worth it. I think it would be better to purely just focus on dungeoneering at that point. So maybe when we come back, we'll be level 40 woodcutting, 40 fire making or something. And then, oh, we still have to get crafting, so we still have to do bowstrings for crafting, I guess. We just do bowstrings until we could do silver, whatever level silver is. Jewelry. Gold ring is level 5. Oh, okay, and then when does the silver? Holy symbol, level 16. Alright, so that's really good. So we could just do bowstrings. Oh yeah, these are just the jewelry. Okay, everything. Or we could do like urns or something if we just go mine clay, but then that might take a while. Well, they do give a whole bunch of experience though. But then so does just making silver, because silver at level 16 would just give you 50 experience for everything. So maybe just bowstrings until level 16, and then we just make silver bars or something. We could just buy silver ores for really cheap. Silver ores were really cheap. They were like 130. Silver bars were like 500 or something. So we'll just buy these silver ores and then just make them into bars, and then make the bars into crafting experience, and then hopefully get super sick crafting levels later too. So I don't know if we're gonna get a level here. Eventually we'll get levels. Eventually we'll be level 40 in each of them.